I thank you for having us up today. My name is Pete Newford. Hello, everyone. My wife, Marissa, is the team captain of Mia's Monkeys, and we are the mother and father of this wonderful little person here. Mia, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I am Mia Newford. I came to help people understand diabetes and find a cure for those of us who have them.
Thanks. So, Mia was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at 16 months old. Just a little tiny thing. And which at the time we thought was a very debilitating cold. But ever the consummate mother, my wife, Marissa, was able to guide our pediatrician's office through a correct diagnosis of what it was, due in part to her family's history with type 1. That first year, as it's been for really any of us, was a whirlwind. The 24-hour maintenance cycle of checking and reacting constantly. And what we really wanted desperately was an opportunity to do anything we could to help, right?
Yeah.
Like many families with a loved one with type 1 diabetes, our first opportunity to contribute and help was through education, right? Just like we had to figure everything out, Mia, we had the chance to help Mia's teachers, her friends, her classmates, our family members, and others learn more. And we kept having that chance again and again and again and again every new school year. Mia, here, you tell me. Tell me if these questions sound familiar and what you would say. What's she doing to her finger?
Checking my blood sugar.
Oh, no fair. Mia gets to have candy. Why don't I get some?
Because it's just for diabetes.
And low blood sugar, right? All right. Are you sure she should have that cupcake?
Dad, I think they told you not to eat that cupcake.
Okay. All right. That's probably correct, too. All right. But be that as it may, at any rate, we kept answering the questions as they come up, and each year at the start of school we'd go in and meet with Mia's teachers and show them what needed to be done, when it needed to be done, and how things needed to happen. And we also would sit with her classmates and explain to them kind of what to expect during the school year. And this last year, Mia took that normal process of explaining, and her and her mom had a really great idea. So Mia, why don't you tell them about what your idea was? Hold that up.
I have a book, and my mom, right there, she's singing with my brother. He helped me make this book, and it's called Type 1 Diabetes and Me. I just wanted to bring it to show you and tell you about diabetes and read a couple pages.
Excellent. So now if it's all right, we'd like Mia to really make her speaking debut as a published author and just read for everyone just a quick excerpt just to give you an example of what she did and what she put together. And I think we've got some slides with the pictures up there with the mountains. So.
Without insulin, my blood sugar would go very high. This makes my tummy hurt a lot. I also get super thirsty and want to drink a lot of water. I may even get a little cranky. No, I don't get cranky all the time. I just get cranky sometimes. But too much sugar But too much insulin will make my blood sugar go very low. When this happens, I feel horrible. In every way, my arms and legs feel shaky. It is hard to walk. It is hard to talk. It is hard to do much of anything. Snacks and drinks with a lot of sugar make me feel better. Sometimes I may need to eat even if it's not snack time or lunchtime.
And that really we thought was just an interesting way. You know, we tend to, as parents, Marissa and I know probably more me, it was interesting to see what Mia had done there. Take the process of explaining it again and turn it into something fun that she could share with her classmates, an experience that they could have together. And they all liked it, right? Was it a good time reading that book in class?
Yes.
Yeah. So it, you know, it really got Marissa and I thinking over the last year about the example that Mia had given us there, in terms of the other area that we had to, that we found that we could contribute beyond just educating and spreading some knowledge about what type 1 diabetes actually was all about. So now, neither, you may not know this by looking at us, but neither Marissa or I are qualified to participate in isolate cell encapsulation studies. So we focused on walking, which is something that we both have relatively nailed down, and fundraising around that walking. So we've done the JDRF. How many years have we done it now, Mia?
60 years.
Almost 6. This is going to be our 6th year. Yeah. But in this, and with the help of an amazing group of family and friends, we really, some of whom are actually here today, it's always been a great experience. I mean, even those of you that I have not met before, but events like this, and the walk is no exception. How often is it you get hundreds of people in a single place where every single one of you is incredibly passionate about the same single cause? It's a rare thing, it's a very special thing, and it's something that's just great to be a part of. This last year, we saw what we had done, and we said, you know, we need to up our game a little bit. So we tried to make it fun ourselves, try a little twist on it. We approached our coworkers, our friends, family, and just asked, just asked that question. How can we get involved? We made it a little friendly competition. So when the walk came around, it was a beautiful Saturday morning, Bayshore Boulevard closed down, a cool breeze blowing in, hundreds of people all together. And at that time, we had raised $4,400 last year for the walk effort. And this year, we really like to invite everyone here to join us and to make it fun, to make it a fun process. I'm the kind of guy who has a hard time asking people to buy Girl Scout cookies, right? But I'll tell you, it's not difficult to ask. The worst you're going to get is no, and the JDRF has provided and has created a great set of tools out there that make it incredibly easy to participate in this fundraising process. The personalized page that you can set up, we talked about the story and letting people know what it is and being real about it. You know, this personalized page is an area where you can tell you and your loved one's story and make it personal, make it real. Every story of anyone in this room who's contending with this disease deserves to be told, especially when the people fighting the battles are so brave. Sorry, just completely lost my place there. This same website can be used, obviously, to bring in your friends, bring in coworkers, bring in those same people, and help them establish teams themselves. Join in the fundraising efforts. Really reach out, and again, make those challenges to them. I've been constantly amazed at how generous and committed people are in terms of not just donations, but actually setting up their own pages in conjunction with ours to bring us all together and raise money in this manner, reaching out, and it becomes exponential at that point in terms of how much you can help make an impact and turn type 1 into type 9. Sorry, Mia, you want to hop in here? Well, give me a second to gain my composure back.
Before we move on to my father, I have a few questions to answer, and they're kind of funny jokes.
Okay.
Just one quick joke, though.
We tell you what, we'll close out with one of your best jokes, all right? That'll be the closer. Okay, all right, good deal. So, I gotta end it with that. So, really quick too, in terms of utilizing those tools out on the website. The use of social media, for better or worse, it's obviously exploded over the last few years, but it makes for a great medium to communicate out and get the word out about that story that you're telling. I was amazed over the last 5 years of friends I haven't seen since high school and college, oceans away now, that all came together and rallied behind our cause, behind our daughter. And a few updates on those platforms will just do wonders to get the word out and spread. They bring attention to your personalized story. This year, and I don't think we have it here to show today, but they did, again, on that same page, you can actually create a personalized video highlighting pictures of your loved one, of yourself, bringing out your story, and sending that out. And again, it's just another great tool that just makes this process so easy to get engaged, get involved, and help this organization move forward on these critical research items that we saw today. So I'm wrapped up with that at this point, but Mia does have a quick joke, I believe, about cows, right? Right? Is that the one? Okay, go ahead.
Before we move on to someone else, I'd like to tell a quick joke. And it's going to be very quick. And if any one of you wanted to raise your hand and answer it, that's okay, if it's okay with any of you. Where do cows go to watch movies? Okay? Okay.